Hi friends, it's Isa here. Today I want to share something that might completely change the way you knew about the ketogenic diet. Most people today believe keto is just a weight loss diet, but truth is it was never created for that. It was actually developed to treat epilepsy, especially epilepsy in children. Now, before we continue, I want to say something very important. If you or your child are currently taking medication for epilepsy, this video is not a recommendation to stop your treatment. Please do not stop any medication on your own if you have a medical condition diagnosed. Keto for medical therapy should be done under professional supervision only. Always speak with your doctor or specialist before making any changes on your diet. Now let's continue. Now let's go back in time, all the way to ancient times during the era of Hippocrates. Doctors at the time noticed something very interesting. They observed that people with epilepsy who stopped eating for a period of time, in other words, who fasted, had fewer seizures, and sometimes these seizures completely disappeared. Think about that. No modern medicine, no technology, just fasting. Even back then, they began to understand that epilepsy is not something mystical. It is something happening in the brain, and it can be influenced by what we eat. Fast forward to the early 1900s, doctors began using fasting as an actual medical treatment. One physician, Dr. Conklin, treated epilepsy patients by putting them on a long fasting protocols, sometimes up to 20 days. And the results were shocking and amazing. Many patients improved and some became completely seizure-free. But there was a big problem. Fasting is extremely hard to maintain. You cannot just stop eating for forever. So in 1921, something groundbreaking happened in keto history. A doctor at Mayo Clinic, Russell Worth Wilder, had a powerful idea. What if we could recreate the effects of fasting but still allow people to eat? If you're not familiar with the ketogenic diet, you might be wondering, what is the connection between fasting and keto? Interestingly, in both cases, the body produced high level of ketones, and that's how the ketogenic diet was born. The concept was simple but powerful. Very low carbohydrates, high fat, and moderate protein. This forced the body to switch from burning sugar to burning fat. And when that happens, the body produces something called ketones. Ketones affect the brain in a completely different way than glucose. They help stabilize brain activity, reduce abnormal electrical signals that many people with epilepsy usually experience, and for many, it reduced the seizures. In the 1920s and 1930s, the ketogenic diet became standard medical treatment for epilepsy, especially in children. Doctors reported incredible results. Many patients improved and some became completely seizure-free. They also noticed better focus, improved mood, and better sleep. Amazing results, right? But then, suddenly everything started changing. In 1940s, a new medication for epilepsy were introduced. Pills were easier than strict diets, so gradually the ketogenic diet disappeared from mainstream medicine until something incredible happened in 1994. A young boy named Charlie developed severe epilepsy when he was just 1 year old. His family tried everything, multiple medication, different treatments, but nothing worked. As a last hope, their parents took him to Johns Hopkins Hospital, one of the only places still using the ketogenic diet at the time. He was treated by a team, Dr. John Freeman. And something amazing happened. Within just a few days of starting the ketogenic diet, his seizures completely stopped. Over time, he was able to come off from his medication and his development began to improve. His story became widely known and sparked a global revival of the ketogenic diet in epilepsy treatment. There is even a movie about this story called First Do No Harm, starring by Meryl Streep. It shows a mother fighting to save her child after all medication fail and until she discovers the ketogenic diet. This is a true-based story movie, and it's based on real events and played a huge role in bringing keto back into modern medicine. You can find it on platforms like YouTube or Amazon if you're interested to watch it. Today, keto is once again recognized as a powerful medical therapy. It is especially used for people with drug-resistant epilepsy. Many patients reduced seizures by 50 or more %, and some became completely seizure-free. So next time when someone tells you that keto is just a trend, remember this: it's actually a medical therapy with over 100 years of clinical use and more than 2,000 years of history. On my channel, I share the latest data and research on how the ketogenic diet works, as well as simple ways you can start and feel more energy in your daily life by applying ketogenic lifestyle. I post videos regularly in both English and Russian languages, so make sure to subscribe on my channel. Please like this video and stay up to date with everything in the keto world. That's all I wanted to cover for today. Wishing you all the best and lots of energy.